Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you. It will be on Shakuris Plateau, Zabro, and Trplingup. Zabro we've seen several times. Zabro did win very recently one of these tournaments, has got his invite to the monthly. Whoops. But Trplingup is a new player to me. It will be a Terran versus Protoss here in cross positions, no less. That will make me very happy. I do prefer cross positions here on this particular map. It's starting to bother me, actually, the close positions by air, which they're not very close. But I don't know. What it seems to be is that it makes it impossible for like this little trifecta here on the mini-map, these little three bases, to be taken when they're not in cross position. So it's just one of those things that it kind of starts to bug, I think, a little bit after a while. But I mean, it's just one of the things that people need to be aware of, I guess, is what it should be. But nice little matchup here. Trplingup is a good high-level player, and Zabro, a very, very highly ranked master individual on the European server. He is diamond on the North American server here, but definitely a high-level master on the European server. Phenomenal player here in Zabro. I've seen some phenomenal amount of skill from this guy. Trplingup with a fairly early scouting probe is going to cruise up here into Zabro's base. Looks like Zabro will block him out very, very quickly. But the supply depot is going to be down and up and running here in just a few moments. But he does see that timing of the barracks there. Back here at Trplingup's base, we do have the gateway gone down in fairly decent time. Notice he does have his gas up and running in good time as well. Should see that cyber core go down here momentarily. Indeed, indeed, it is a cyber core. Looks like Zabro is cruising out here. Should go and scout his opponent in just a few moments. Wants to see what's going on down here. No second gas quite yet for Trplingup, so no super fast tech. Probably just a standard opener here. It is still best of one in the brackets right now. So both these guys probably going to be playing fairly standard here. Fairly safe. You want to make safe plays in a best of one. But we do have your orbital command up and running now for Zabro. Notice he's been calling down some mules, and there goes his second base. Wow, good fast timing on his expansion here. Putting it down right where he wants. It feels like he should be able to defend here. Zabro very aggressive sometimes, and that's one of the things I've really come to enjoy about watching Zabro play, is he just says, you know what, I'm going to put down my expansion, I'm not going to play it safe, I'm going to rely on my micro to be able to make this happen. And he does. It's really, really amazing some of the things that he's able to pull off. Now, up here at Trplingup's base, we haven't had an opportunity to check out his micro quite yet, but it looks like he's going to be tossing down an expansion of his own, and there it goes. And great timing as well. I like the timings here for both of these players. I don't think this puts either of them behind, especially not Zabro, but definitely it's not putting Trplingup behind. He does get this out in phenomenal time there. Difficult to take a super fast expansion versus your Terran unless you're going to go like a 15 next, which tends to be kind of cheesy and difficult to difficult to deal with, like serious T-Rex pressure. But Zabro does have a couple more racks going down. Probably going to see some add-ons here from him in just a few moments. He is going to be mining some gas. And that second up and running now. Tossing down a bunker as well. Going to have a nice little defensive position here. Looks like Trplingup. In the meantime, tossing down a couple more gates. 3 gates, 1 expand. Pretty standard play thus far. Another gas going down for Trplingup as well. Appears to be a great time. This Nexus should be completed just in a few moments. Back here at Zabro's side of the map, we're going to see, I think, a new level of production. Look, we do have a tech lab going down for Zabro. We're going to see some upgrades out of here, as well as the great potential for some Marauders. Another thing that we've seen Zabro do is go for ghosts, especially versus Protoss opponents. And his micro with ghosts is pretty phenomenal. I'm hoping that maybe we'll see some of that here as well, but notice we do have your stim pack being researched for now, and the natural here for Zabro gearing up in a pretty big fashion. Checking that units tab, 25 SCVs, now 26 to 28 probes. So a slight economic advantage going to Zabro here with his mules there, but he also does have a great defensive position. It's going to be difficult for tripling up to cruise up this ramp with double bunkers here, especially considering the amount of units we've got. A lot of Marines out on the field right now. Looks like another factory going to be going down. Zabro probably going to be gearing up for his starport here in just a few moments. And we do have some new tech from Trplingup. It is going to be a robotics facility. Looks like he's doing a great job here with his expansion. Probably going to see one of these guys take a third right around the 10-minute mark, unless we see an engagement here. But this doesn't count as an engagement. This is scouting. Trplingup just cruising up this ramp with a couple stalkers there. Not trying to do any serious damage, just wants to see if he can figure out what's going on. And he sees a lot of Marines. Lots and lots of Marines means, oh, there is a potential for tech. And that's what we're starting to see come out here right now. Zabro with that factory completing. I assume we're going to see that starport go down. Yes, we do. As well as a reactor. So it is going to be medevacs in just a few moments. I like it. I like it. What can I tell you? These guys are awesome. But Trplingup in great shape here. He does have a supply advantage, which is a nice little deal. Notice he's got a lot of sentries out on the field for now as well for defensive purposes. Keeping these guys all around the map. Look at this. He's being very active with his units. He's got his units split up very, very well. Knows that he should be able to deal with just about anything given the mobility that he's got. He's keeping his slow units like the sentries here in his base in a good position where they can kind of make it to the back if they need to, or down to this ramp if they need to. So he's really positioned very, very defensively and very well here. People should take a lesson here from Trplingup, in my opinion. I mean, he's really got, I think, a great army positioning right now. For the early game versus Terran, this is so, so good. Notice we do have a couple forges going down. Well, just the one forge, it looks like. A couple more gateways as well, but one forge. Going to see some upgrades here in just a few moments. Always, always a good thing. Looks like +1 going down right now for our Terran. But good scouting going on for Trplingup. He's been cruising around with this observer. He's seen just about everything there is to see. Also is going to see a couple medevacs now cruising out across the field. Probably going to check in on these guys. Wants to see... Oh my goodness, never mind. Look at this. Zabro is going to go for a push with his first two medevacs. He really wants this timing. By the time he makes it across here, +1 should be just about complete. He might start engaging without it, maybe not. Maybe he'll wait. Who knows? But he's got... I mean, it's going to be close. He's going to have this just about complete. Notice his concussive shells are going to be complete well before he does make it to that position. Factory cruising up here. Looks like he is going to scout that Trplingup. Going for an expansion here momentarily. Looks like he will come up and deny this probe any more niceties in life. As well as take out the pylon. Too very bad. But the nice thing is that... Trplingup did get a great scout on this army here. I kind of disagree with what Zabro did there. I mean, yes, it's good to take that stuff out, but he could have done that after he went for an attack, and now all of a sudden his attack seems a little bit less effective considering the preparation time that Trplingup has had, as well as the great scout that Zabro gave him there. So, I mean, it's not like a big blunder, but it's definitely a small problem and something to consider. When you're cruising out across the map, you want to try and take your opponent by surprise where possible. Looks like this factory probably going to burn down, but nice defensive position here for Trplingup. Going to be tossing down some more pylons. Probably going to see him take that expansion here in just a moment, but there is going to be a Marine here to thwart it for the time being. In the meantime, Zabro taking an expansion of his own, so I'm liking this play from him there. Very, very good stuff. He's got a lot of Marines and Marauders out on this field. Lots and lots indeed. How many Marauders does he have? Just the 5 here. So 7, and he's starting to grab a couple of your Vikings. Should be able to deal with those Colossus there fairly easily. And Trplingup starting to fall a little bit behind in his supply count. Oh, and look at this. A nice drop going down. Looks like, oh my goodness. Did he transfer his probes? Yes, he did. Okay. Just checking for that. Might get the snipe on one of these medevacs. Nope, he misstepped there just a little bit. A small blunder there from Trplingup. Notice he does have 2 forges now out on the field. Probably going to see him go for these double chrono boosted upgrades here in just a moment. I would like to see that ASAP, actually. Needs to get out some more tech to be able to do that, though. In the meantime, he does need to get some more pylons built up in this position. Does have his 3rd up and running here in just a few. Looks like Zabro does have his 2nd command center orbital rather completed. Is going to move it out to this forward position here. The pocket expand and sensor tower going down in this position. So I'm liking that quite a bit. Zabro is way the heck ahead right now. Way the heck ahead indeed. Looks like tripling up. Is he gonna go for a push here? Yikes. I'm not terribly sure that I agree with this, but looks like he is going to do it right now anyway. 118 supply puts him well behind, though, what Zabro has got at this position. Now, he could, with good force fielding, he does have his force fields in position here, hopefully. Or his sentries, rather. Good force fielding is going to be the key, but one Colossus going down here ASAP. Zabro now in phenomenal position. Stimming forward here. Look at that, focusing down another Colossus very, very quickly. This guy not going to last much longer. A little bit of damage being dealt by tripling up, but my goodness. Now moving into a bad position behind his force fields there, and Zabro in great shape. Absolutely phenomenal shape. Another stim going to obliterate this army. Now cruising forward, should be able to deny the third here of tripling up. I assume that's where he's going to be headed. Yes, he is. He's going to head over there with his Vikings for now, while these Marauders and one Marine are going to be cruising up into the high ground. And there's your GG from tripling up. GG right back at him from Zabro. Love the play from Zabro there. Tripling up, definitely a great player there, but a little bit of a mistake moving out. He should have scouted his opponent's army, I think, just a little bit better before he did that. So great play, though, from Zabro. Thanks to him for coming out. Thanks to Tripling Up for coming out as well. We will see Zabro hopefully a little bit later in this tournament. Catch you guys then. So don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. We'll catch you guys later.